Citroen Relay, Peugeot Boxer, Fiat Ducato, pretty much the same. Front brake pads, front discs, real easy. You're doing this on the floor, health and safety, use axle stands, do not rely on a jack or it will kill you. I'm using the hoist because I've got one and I'm old. Disconnect the wear indicator, like that up, pull that out, that off, pull the rubber dust covers off, don't lose them, they're going back on. 6mm Allen key, top and bottom. So we'll bring a retaining bolt out, goes up the centre of the slider, remove the retaining bolts, and get your screwdriver in here, get hold of the inner pad, gently push back the pistons, push them back, so basically on that, pushing pistons right back as far as they'll go, levering the pad, there we go, you push the pistons back, pushes the brake fluid back up into the reservoir, leaving enough room to get the new pads in. Disconnected the wear indicator and off it comes. What's happened with this one, this allows the caliper to move back and forward as the pistons come in and out. This one is seized solid, won't move. So, it folds the pad. It is worn the inner pad completely off, but left loads of meat on the outer one, so the warning light hasn't come on because it hasn't broken into this wire. This wire, when it's broken, goes to earth through the disc, puts the warning light on the dash. So now we need to free this off with the hammer. That's moving, it's not too bad. Well, I want to take that right out, forward. Sometimes these get so jammed in, you have to take the caliper off, put the whole thing in a vise to get this out. Sometimes you have to heat them up. Sometimes just replace the caliper. There we go, starting to come through now. And out it comes. And we'll push the other one out as well, just to lubricate it up. Easy as that. There's the good one. All nice and clean, lubricated. Here's the one that's just starting to go rusty. Just picking up. I'll give a good clean with emery cloth. Give inside there a good clean with emery cloth. It'll be good to go. A good way to clean these up is here we'll tie a bit of emery, wrap around the drill bit, and we just go in here, bring all the rust off. There we go, that's all nice and clean and shiny. We've got the slip grease. Oops. Put it back together. There we go. Nice and free, lots of grease. She's good. Now we want to get the disc off. To get the disc off, we need to take the brake pad stands off. We'll whip these off. They're the sort of anti-rattle, anti-squeal shims. We need to undo this bolt and this bolt. And they look a little rusty. And these bolts are 14mm X. So they're a bit rusty, so I'll have to give them a little spin. And they will be very tight. One loosened. Do the next one. Important to get that right in and straight. You only need one go at this. Just strip it away or screw. There we go. And then the brake paddle stand will come off. We need to give that a very, very good clean where the pads sit. Now, the brake disc should come off. There isn't any retaining bolts in this one. It should just come off with a bit of persuasion. There we go. I want to really clean up this surface where the disc sits and around the edges. If you get any dirt between that and the new brake disc, it can cause warping. And that's what's happened to the inside of the disc. The brake pad's barely been touching anywhere, just the centre. It's ground it all off. Alright, I've given the hub a really good clean, as you can see. And the brake pad stand, all nice and shiny and clean. When you're doing this, wear goggles, eye protection, and wear a mask because the rust that comes off these is pretty horrible and toxic. Right, ample amounts of copper slip grease to stop it seizing up again, or just give it a good chance. Set the disc in place, and run it back down here. Then we've got our caliper stand back in place. Doesn't really matter, put it the right way around even. Doesn't matter that this disc flopping around because it's the wheel that holds the disc in place. So there's two in there. Move them out of the way. Don't worry about that hanging on that too much. In all my years of doing this, I've never damaged one letting it hang, so before everybody goes mad in the comments, don't worry too much about it. Look these up. It's good. always checking by hand for the correct torque. Torque is FT on those. Good nip. Then again, pop in our little anti-squeal shims. These are pretty clean, just a bit dusty, so I'll not worry too much about those. Flip them back in the way they came. So, put the backs slightly towards the back side first. It's a bit fiddly with these things. There we go. There's only one has a wear indicator, driver's side. There we go. Clipped in. You can even put a wheel bolt in position to hold the disc if you require. Now this particular kit, these are Febi Bilstein in with new bolts with Loctite on them. It is. It is in. Pistons are far enough back, straight in. Green and blue from me. It's in place. That one's in place. Zipped up 6 Allen key. And gonna have to go mad with those just as long as they're secure. Not forgetting our dust caps. Again, this kit has green ones in, so they're nice and tight to keep the water out, which is what makes them seize up in the first place. Wear indicator. Connect that out. Fix on the back. Just cable tied up to there. Normally these do have a retaining bolt stud. Usually have 2 of them. Just makes it easier to locate the wheel when you're putting the wheel back on. It holds the disc in place. This is fine without it. For some reason they've gone. It's distance past someone hasn't put them back in. As long as you got your wheel studs lined up and get your wheels straight on, wheel bolts in, tighten it up, torque them, that'll hold the disc in place, so it's not a problem. But just remember, when you come to yours, most likely it'll have 2 studs. I think they're 11 or 12 mil head. You need to take those out to get the disc off. And that is pretty much that. We just got to whip round and do the other 3, which will same process repeated. Rear ones are pretty much exactly the same on these because the handbrake has shoes inside the disc on the back. So the caliper is just like a front caliper, it'll push back, you don't have to wind them or anything like that. Oh, I hope this has been useful. If you like, if it has, subscribe please for more. And any questions, pop them in the comments. Thank you. One last and fairly important thing when you get in your van to drive away, always pump up the brake pedal because it's going to go straight to the floor. There you go, a couple of pumps and you're good to go. You do not want to go crashing through the door. Don't ask me how I know that.